Hi guys, this will be the third and the final video, and in this video I'm going to implement the algorithm using Visual Studio Code Editor, and I will step through the code using the Visual Studio Debugger. I'll explain my points as I step through the code. So without wasting your time, let's dive in. So we are going to solve it in our Visual Studio Editor. So first and foremost, we will just have to write the string that is pretty much going to be ABC, ABC, BB. Pretty much we declared it. So this is just an empty console app application, so it could run and we could see the output on the screen. So this is our input, and whatever we are going to return is our return data pretty much, and the method is longest substring, and we pass in the s. So we're just gonna use our IntelliSense code to generate the method. So this is the specific method that we are going to do or code all our logics or implement our algorithm there pretty much. So I said first, the key part is we just have to declare our index array, and we are going to give it a size of 128, and we are going to have j and our return data, which is 0. So we then get our loop, which is I. We start from 0, then I is less than or equals to the string, the length of the string, minus 1, then increment I. Then within the loop we just declare our C, which we reference it and get the value at each instant. Then we get our J, which is math dot max, which has J, and pretty much our index C pretty much. Then we have to get the return data, which is math.max. Then we pass in the return data first, then I minus j, as I explained on the whiteboard, plus 1. So going further, if I've explained this method on the whiteboard, so if you want a whiteboard explanation, you can I will add that link onto this video, and here is where we will set the C variable, which is equals to I plus 1. Then we set it anytime, then we return the lengths pretty much. So we are going to use this to run through this and step through it each time and keep track of it pretty much. So we start the application. It's going to run, it's going to hit that breakpoint. So hitting the breakpoint, as we can see, I is 0. So when I is 0 and we go to the next, we see like C is 9A. So first and foremost, let's look at the array that I declared. As I mentioned, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 128, right? So we started from index 0, so this is going to be up to 127, right? So once we set A, we will see the 97 will be set to 1, but now it is 0, right? So we come here, we get a first set, J is supposed to be 0. So as I said, J is 0, right? And I is 0, you subtract, you get 0 plus 1, you get 1. Ret is 0. So after first iteration, ret is going to be 1. So as we see, ret is 1 here, right? And we are going to set that index. So as we see, index C, which is 97, and as I mentioned, it is the ASCII character of small letter A is 97. So I can bring my computer and we can check out I think ASCII character, and that will show us let's see, I think I had ASCII characters, ASCII table pretty much, and you can see trying to find it and show. Perfect, I got one here. So ASCII of A, the character A, it has the decimal value of 97, right, and the hex value of 61. So 97, and after that we will see that. So here as we can see from the index here, 97 is going to be set to, right now currently is 0, right? 97 is 0 here, right? So once you continue, we go check, we can check 97 again. And now 97 is set to 1 because we had 0, which is I, plus 1. So it's 1, then we set it to that. So we continue again after the second iteration. We know C is B, which is 98. So 98 is 0 because we haven't set it, right? So as you can see, 98 is 0, we haven't set it yet, right? So we continue, and so this is 0, this is 0, J is going to be 0, and the return is 1. This is 0, this is 0, and this is the I is 1, J is 0, plus 1, which is 2. So 2, the max of 2 and 1, we have 2. So ret is going to be 2 after this iteration. So we step over, and then we check, and ret is 2. So as we all know, their index of C, which is index B, is 0. So after this iteration is going to be 1, and as I already said, I can show that 98 is 0. After that iteration, we can check 98. So 91 is, 97 is 1, 98 is going to be 1 as well. So we have 1, and 98 is going to be 2 because this is 1, and at that index I was 1, so 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. So index 98 is 2. Then we continue, and we know like C is C. So because we started from this, we are using the string, right? ABC, right? So then we continue, and we knew that this was going to be 0 because this index here is 0. So this is 0. So I, which is 2 minus 0 plus 1. So after this iteration, ret is going to be 3. And then we set index at 99, which is going to be 3 because if I is 2 plus 1, after this is going to be 3. So we can look at it. 99 is 3, right? We set it. So now we know like ret is 3, but we are done with the first 3 characters. We have to continue to the rest of the characters. Then we continue, then we know I is 3, right? When I is 3, we have A. But don't forget, we've already set index at 97, and index at 97 is equals to 1, right? So, and J is 0, so 0, the max value of 0 and 1 is going to be 1. So we have J as 1, and we have I as 3, so 3 minus 1 plus 1, which is 3. So breadth is still going to be 3 after that iteration. But the key thing here is that we are going to increase the index at 97 because we have I as 3, so 3 plus 1 is 4. So that after this iteration, index at 97 is going to increase, and we can check it. And as we can see, 97 is 4. So we keep going, and at this index we have B. I is 4, right? We already know this was 1 in the previous iteration, but we have to get the index at B. Index at B, as we is index at B is 98, which is 2. Then it's going to be the max of 1 and 2, which is 2, and this is 4. 4 minus 2 here is 2 plus 1, which is 3. So red is going to be the max of 3 and 3, which is going to be 3. So it's going to stay the same, but we have to set the index for B again, which is equals to 5, right? So index at that value is going to be 5. At 98 is 5. 98 is 5 now. Then we continue. So we will do this till we reach the last specific index, and if we put a breakpoint on the last index, I just don't want to keep stepping through it. It's going to increase the time of this video, but I want to move a little bit faster, so you can step through at your own pace. But I just want you to know, like, the last return value is going to be 3. So we hit continue, we hit this, we check this, this is 3. We come to line 30, we put breakpoint there, then we run it, we check the return data is 3. Just to prove something real quick, we can do console or write a line here, then we print to the screen what the value of return data is. So this time around, I'm not going to step through it. I'm just going to print to the screen what I return as the value. So as you can see, I returned 3. That is the answer. And this, with this, we can put like a lot of and we can run it, and we can see what we are going to return, and that is 3. You see, because ABC is still the continuous substring, right? It just ignored the S here because S is a little bit far away. Let's put in the PWW, KEW, and we are going to get the WKE as a continuous substring, which is going to return as 3 for us. So it's 3. And what if we put in the last example, which is BBB, right? We run it, and that gives us 1, which is 1 single B. So that is the end of this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and or send me a direct email. I'll be glad to reply without wasting your time. I'll stop the video till we meet again. I will say bye bye. I'll be posting more of interview questions and solutions on this same playlist, which is data structures and algorithm. I believe you did enjoy the video. If you did, please subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the like button. You can also leave a comment in the comment section or send me a direct email. I'll be glad to reply. Till we meet again, I will say bye bye.